So in terms of our hardware for amplifying, this is a manual for the speakers, and you can learn all about them there. They're very simple and easy to use, as you see in the other video. It also explains in there how to connect by Bluetooth. And then these are the manual, that's a manual for the mixer board right here. And we just have a number of copies. There's another in the pastor's office and in the main church office. The main volume levels volume control are here. That's the main mix. Notice that it says main, all right? Sanctuary volume. Don't worry about sub 1 and sub 2. Those are for creating different groups. Up here, you will notice that there's a cable plugged in. That's an adapter for an iPhone, or you can plug in a tablet or some other device by removing that. These are the different inputs. There are 16 of them, and they're the colors that correspond to our various microphones and inputs out in the sanctuary. I'm just going to look at the pulpit mic for now. On every single one of these, in order for the sound to get into the mix and out to the speakers, this button, main, must be pushed in. You can see it from here that is up, and now it is in. That's up, and now it is in. The solo and sub buttons you really don't need to worry about because we're not using those. The pan moves the sound from the left and right speaker. That's why it is vertical, straight up. This next set of maroon buttons, those are for different effects that the board can use. You can send out effects like reverb and echo and all that sort of thing. There's actually a preset for churches, which might be interesting to have set at some point in the future. The blue buttons are to control the different frequencies. So notice that down at the bottom there's low, and there's two mids. There's two mid frequencies. There's the lower one and the higher one of the mids, and then there's the high at the top. If you're getting feedback, probably the first thing you should do is control, that's called the gain. That's kind of like a volume coming in from the microphone. That's probably the first thing to adjust. But notice that's at about 2 o'clock. Yeah, and then up here, there's different inputs. You can either have line in a line, which is a 1/4 inch, they call it a TRS jack, and then these are the different microphone jacks, and they are labeled around back what number they are, what numbers are going into the wall that go out to the jacks out front. So, and that's basically it. One thing that we do have for each and every input is phantom power. There is a switch on the back for phantom power, and that is when you have a condenser microphone, and which we do at the pulpit. And if we can get a certain adapter, then we can have the board here provide the phantom power, and we don't have to worry about batteries anymore. Oh, very important, there's a mute button. So if you press the mute button down, that light comes on, and then this is no longer sent to main. It can be helpful when trying to figure out different levels, or you just don't want to use that input. You'll notice the ones that are unused are all on mute. And that's basically it. Thank you for watching this, and we hope that you enjoy, and thank you for being part and being willing to control this. We do ask that if you move any of these, that you set them back to where they were from. If you need to, then please take notes and write down where they're from. We've had very carefully selected where these are and what works for our sanctuary. Thank you very much, and God bless you.